What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be covering XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as the S&P 500. So very interesting, as the past couple of days, we've actually been watching a major ascending triangle form on some of the major cryptocurrencies in the space. Now, what we've been waiting for is a slow but steady race back up to retest the price ceiling, which has just been retested within XRP, as we've called it in yesterday's video and the days prior. We have been mentioning that XRP had a clear shot at retesting 60 cents on the coin before we saw any sort of small, but steady correction back to the downside, which is what we're going to be covering in today's episode. Not only that, but these other cryptocurrencies in the space, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all seem to be seeing the same pattern, what is potentially a small reversal to the downside. So we are going to be covering those topics as to when you should be buying in, when you should be selling, or when I'm going to be buying, when I'm going to be selling, and then my guess as towards moving into the end of February, so my February price prediction. Otherwise, guys, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you could DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, so yesterday we put out a video basically saying why I'm super bullish on XRP, and then we discussed the major, insane price surge that we were going to be seeing within XRP, as these were both closer to 40 cents, and now they are currently at 60 cents, which is insane right off the bat. You can see top 10 cryptocurrencies right here with a quick refresh of the channel. Top 10 cryptos, everything seems to be doing okay. XRP is up just a little bit, 40% in regards to the week, and we are seeing pretty much just a small consolidation on the day, with XLM up again 20%, absolutely crazy. But everything seems to be just floating around, and I kind of want to discuss with you guys as to why I believe it's floating around and where I think the rest of these coins are going to be moving to. So to jump right into the technical analysis, you can see XRP actually hit resistance here. If we go back 3 or 4 days, we're trading at about 47 cents. And then since the bottom support, which was about 40 cents, you can see we made a 20 cent jump back to the upside, which is a major gain for those that have been hodling since then. We've discussed multiple times on the channel here over and over and over again. And this is why I recommend watching each video every day, even though it's 10 minutes long, 12 minutes long, because it all adds up to potentially making profit in the long run. And you can see right here, since the bottom support, we've had a slow but steady growth with the ascending triangle formation right here. We have our beautiful uptrend, our clear resistance right here. We just battled and retested this. We had a clear shot. We actually retested 64 cents, which is even crazier today that we retested all the way up there. And now we're starting to see the uncertainty settle in. And this is exactly what we've been talking about on the channel. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. It was a quick but steady retest of top resistance. We discussed that today's candle, or the second we retested top resistance, that there is a good chance that we are going to be closing below here, and then ultimately seeing a small dip back down to close to 50 cents, 51 cents right here. So these are opening up positions where I've bought in, I've capitalized off the run, and now I would take my profits. Now I'm going to be taking my profits for this run right here. And then short term, I'm going to be waiting to see us fill in the gap and then decide whether we're going to be breaking bullish above 60 cents or correcting lower. But as explained with this ripple effect, usually after major surges like this, we have the consolidation, we have bigger movements, and that's exactly what happened. So even though a lot of you guys were like super bearish with this drop here, if you guys actually managed to catch some right at the bottom here at 38 cents, or you bought in even at 49 cents, you would be up money right now in profit. And that's a great thing because XRP is still pumping away. So here's what I have for the rest of today and then into the remainder of February. So this ascending triangle ends February 20th. So granted, today is currently the 13th of February. We're going to be seeing, some filling in the gap here before we see any sort of major break to the upside or to the downside. Now, what I want to show you guys too is the movement we're seeing right here. This is consolidation. This is uncertainty. Basically, we have to figure out if today's candle closes above resistance here, a good chance we're going to see a pop to the upside, maybe 80, 81 cents. Vice versa, if we decide to close below here, we are going to see a small but gradual consolidation, maybe to the 16th of February, 3 or 4 days back to bottom support, and retest this at about 53 cents. So that's really what I'm waiting for, is this consolidation here. Granted, we did buy in much lower down here. We've talked about this day after day after day, the past week, I would say, as towards this is a good opportunity for a swing to the upside and a retest clearly at 60 cents. This is exactly what happened. We hit that. Now we're getting the uncertainty. This is what we've been waiting for, to be selling off right here and waiting for potential short opportunities to the downside. We can short this on BitYard. We can do whatever we want. I told you guys we do use BitYard to buy long and sell short on Bitcoin as well as XRP, which I'll pull up really quick right now. You can see the uncertainty candles forming right now, which is, it's honestly a good sign for me. And I know a lot of you guys are like, whoa, this means that the coins are going to be dropping. This is a bad thing. No, this is what's needed. The coin is clearly overextended on the MACD on the daily right here, and it is clearly overbought on the relative strength indicators. The sign of uncertainty is a good, healthy correction to the downside so that we can ultimately pump higher in the future. So granted, once we see the 20th close right here and we get a confirmation of a break or a drop, by the end of by the end of February, we'll either see the coin at 40 cents again, or we'll see the coin closer to, I would say, 75 to 80 cents by the end of February. So I'm very hyped about where XRP is going to be moving to. We've been able to pretty much coordinate and track where XRP was going to be moving inside of this ascending triangle. We just hit resistance. Uncertainty is forming. We may see the dip right now coming for the next couple of days. So I'm going to be taking my profits here. It's up to you what you guys want to do if you have bought in. But this has some really good potential. I remember telling many people, even some of my close friends, if they're watching, that this is a good opportunity to be buying in at 40 cents. That there's a very good chance we are going to be seeing the coin slowly consolidate up to 60 with a gradual return of 20 cents on the coin. So that's awesome, and hopefully you guys took advantage of that. But why I'm worried about the correction, not necessarily worried, but why I'm anticipating a correction to the downside, is not just XRP. If we look at Ethereum, we look at Bitcoin, and we look at Litecoin, they all show signs of uncertainty, they also show signs of resistance, and they all show signs of reversal. Litecoin hitting overbought with a uncertainty forming candle right here, a doji. We have Bitcoin showing overbought, slightly above its, no, it's not really overextended on the MACD, but it is retesting resistance, and it did break bearish from there. And even Ethereum is showing signs of being overbought, as well as retesting resistance and ultimately correcting lower. I want to focus in on Bitcoin. Obviously, what happens with Bitcoin will affect Ethereum and Litecoin, and I believe XRP will get that pulled to the downside with it. But mainly my focus on Bitcoin, and for the remainder of February, which would be closer to around this area right here, is if we do decide to retest this resistance here and we don't break through it, which we're seeing currently right now, this is opening doors for opportunities to short this market and for us to honestly anticipate corrections back lower. I can easily see this coin pulling back down to 41,000, and if we're really bearish on the coin, 35,000. If we don't get confirmation of a close above $48,000, guys, 48,500 as discussed yesterday and the day before, we are going to be seeing the coin correct lower. It's just how it is. So if we don't breach this resistance, expect to see a tumble lower. So in regards to, is this a good opportunity to buy into Bitcoin? Honestly, I think it is for a short, not to be buying in long. I do think that this coin is going to easily come back down within the next couple of days, retest $44,800 from its current fall of $46,800. So I do think the coin's going to drop about $2,000 from where it currently is. And then if it doesn't hold that support, I can easily see it pulling down to $41,000, and that would be a $5,000 drop on the coin of Bitcoin. So that's really what I'm waiting for. I do think we're a little overextended. I do think that we're due for a pullback. Is this it? We'll find out soon. But I'm leaning more towards a bearish correction, and I'm leaning more towards a short to the downside for Bitcoin. This is obviously going to pull Litecoin and Ethereum down with it. Just be prepared. I'm not trying to spread FUD or anything like that. I just want you guys to be aware of what's going to happen. And then or XRP as well, I do think it's going to see a small dip to the downside, maybe pull down to 53 cents. And this might cut it off for the rest of the coins. If we see a pull down to 53 cents on XRP, Bitcoin might only pull down to $44,000. $100, and then so on and so forth for the other cryptocurrencies. As for the S&P 500, once again, looking good, retesting all-time highs. Yesterday closed at a very nice price range. Higher than the past couple of times. This is crazy. It's just the S&P 500, the economy is doing really well, and it's just exploding in prices. So definitely a time to be in. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, as we are almost at 28,000 subs. Make sure to turn on post notifications. Leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.